I tell them that with a pad and pen. These days I stay low. Tell me where's my raincoat. Gotta face the day like usual. These demons, yeah, I'm used to them. Won't let them get used to me. Wish I was how I used to be. So carefree, so optimistic. Never took a moment to stop and listen. I wish for time back. I really gotta stop that, cause living in the past is so exhausting. I'm getting older, it's never stopping. Yeah, break down, crawl into bed, face down. Is it all in my head? Am I safe now? Does anybody else relate? Wow, so many that are just like me, but still I feel so alone at sea. The waves rush in, I'm caving in. I just wanna fucking breathe. Can anybody out there hear me? Is anybody out there near me? I don't wanna wake up scared. I've been running from this endless night.
I just wanna wake up with a calm soul. Wish I could overcome my obstacles. Always feel right through the coals. Wish the world could find a common goal, but I work through the night and I see that most people don't like the feedback. Most people don't really care, and most people aren't really there. So the darkness is my solace and the studio is my office. Tried to help out all my friends, but had to learn that some just don't want it. So I try to move on, keep it going, always write new songs. Take a break and then come back strong. Only path that I've known too long, yeah.
Can anybody out there hear me? Is anybody out there near me? I don't wanna wake up scared. I've been running from this endless nightmare. Can anybody out there hear me? Is anybody out there near me? I don't wanna wake up scared. I've been running from this endless nightmare.
Stressed all the time, I've been making my worst mistakes of my life. Still been searching for purpose. I don't know why all this pain finally surfaced. Stressed out my mind, made mistakes, but I'm learning. And I've been making all of the worst mistakes of my life. Mistakes of my life. Try so hard to keep it together. I'm running for cover, but that don't suffice. What's wrong with me? Feels like all these songs we're making just ain't songs to me. Just a way to ventilate the demons calling me. Just a way to keep me sane so they won't bother me. And I'm sorry I don't answer when you call me. I know you've been worried. Really nothing against you, just the way that I am. All the pain that I've been dealing with is gone in my head. No, pain goes on and on. I'm thankful, I'm so fucking grateful that I never let go.
Screaming all these melodies inside of my head. I hope I hear them when I'm fading, racing thoughts in my bed. I'll make you proud, I won't quit now. When there's nowhere to run, I'll stand my ground. No, I've been down one too many times, but I'll fight till I can find the light. I've been there, done all that before. Don't care what's one more war. I'll be here if you need me, I swear. I drag you down, but I know you still care. And if you hear me, I'm so sorry. I'll be better in the morning.
Pain goes on and on. I'm thankful, I'm so fucking grateful that I never let go. And I've been making all of the worst mistakes of my life. Mistakes of my life. Try so hard to keep it together. I'm running for cover, but that don't suffice. What's wrong with me? What's wrong with me? Pain goes on and on. I'm thankful, I'm so fucking grateful that I never let go.
Yeah. I got black, I got white, what you want? Hop outside a ghost and hop up in a fan on. I know I'm about to blow, oh, oh, when you done. They try to take my flow, I take their ass for ransom. I know that I'm gone, they see me blowing up, now they say they want outside a ghost and hop up in a fan on. I know I'm about to blow, oh, I ain't done. They try to take my floor, I take their ass for ransom. I know that I'm gone. They see me blowing up, now they say they want some. I got 2 twin Glocks, turn you to a dancer. I see 2 twin ops, leave them on a band. I got 2 thick thighs, wanna link the gang. I got black, I got white, what you want? Hop outside a ghost and hop up in a fan on. I know I'm about to blow, oh, I ain't done. They try to take my floor, I take their ass for ransom. I know that I'm gone. They see me blowing up, now they say they want some. I got 2 twin Glocks, turn you to a dancer. I see 2 twin ops, leave them on a band. I got 2 thick thighs, wanna link the gang, yeah.
Told me that I'm too far gone and I knew it. I've been getting fucked up, I've been going through it. I've been screaming fuck love, guess I outgrew it. No, I ain't got no more trust, I be on my new shit for real. Told me that I'm too far gone and I knew it. I've been getting fucked up, I've been going through it. I've been screaming fuck love, guess I outgrew it. No, I ain't got no more trust, I be on my new shit for real. We gon' die one day, scares the shit out of me. Fly high one day, what they say when we leave. No, I'd rather stay on the ground going spit. But the devil, my passenger, sat next to me. If I get to see you again, I won't live. But it's not about me. Told me that I'm too far gone and I knew it. I've been getting fucked up, I've been going through it. I've been screaming fuck love, guess I outgrew it. No, I ain't got no more trust, I be on my new shit for real. Told me that I'm too far gone and I knew it. I've been getting fucked up, I've been going through it. I've been screaming fuck love, guess I outgrew it. No, I ain't got no more trust, I be on my new shit for real.
Yeah, I've been going through it for real. Every time I see you, I don't even know how to feel. Riding beamers in the sunset, it's a deal. Right hand on your thigh while my left on the wheel. And I've been through it all. Yeah, heartbreaking medicine's a fucking fall. If he texts her once more, then I'ma kill him all. For love, if I fuck it up, I'ma kill him all. And I've been through it all. Yeah, heartbreaking medicine's a fucking fall. If he texts her once more, then I'ma kill him all. For love, if I fuck it up, I'ma kill him all. And I'm sitting there so lonely. Baby girl, she riding, she a timepiece. A timepiece. Baby girl, she riding, she a timepiece.
Told me that I'm too far gone and I knew it. I've been getting fucked up, I've been going through it. I've been screaming fuck love, guess I outgrew it. No, I ain't got no more trust, I be on my new shit for real. Told me that I'm too far gone and I knew it. I've been getting fucked up, I've been going through it. I've been screaming fuck love, guess I outgrew it. No, I ain't got no more trust, I be on my new shit for real. I get chill when you near in the hills. I'm in tears. I get chill when you near in the hills. I'm in tears, yeah.
I'm smoking green up in my limousine. What the fuck you mean? I'm smoking green up in my limousine. Too bad to the ring. I stress my thoughts. I keep it fucking raw. Keep a toolie on my head. I still cannot believe this shit. Go up and now notice it. My clip will leave you. Just what the fuck you mean? I'm smoking green up in my limousine. Too bad to the ring. I stress my thoughts. I keep it fucking raw. Keep a toolie on my head. I still cannot believe this shit. Go up and now notice it.
What's up, Nano? Good morning. Let me get Weeble up. How you doing today? Whale's supposed to be here, but he's not. Spy is breaking down OBD style, down 1% nearly. Whale, wake up. These SPY breakdowns. All right. Let's chill music. Let's chill in the music. Let's chill in the music. Chill, chill, chill. Don't chill that much. Oh, I know what I could do. I could turn this down and turn this up. Okay, sweet. Whale, wake up. What is SPY doing? Bouncing now? Is it gonna be one of those days? Thursday and Friday is just gonna be... Crypto's down 4% and spiking up with SPY. Fucking obnoxious. This market has not been fun. All right. Nano, how's your day yesterday? How did it end up? And SPY's going back down. These are big candles. Like, these are genuinely big candles. Yo. Nadish is late. I was tempted to stream on Twitch today, but I obviously started up the stream a little bit late. I didn't have enough time to like change all of the settings and sign into Twitch and all. I just want to get started. So, but maybe next week. I'm considering going back to Twitch. I had this realization that first of all, I got more for Inlight out of Twitch, like for growth and all of that. I also, you shorted Roblox, it's up 3%. You crazy after these big green candles? What are you doing? Shorted Roblox again. Where? Anyways, what I was saying. The point of... I explained this yesterday, I think. I switched to YouTube to boost my YouTube analytics so that the YouTube videos perform better. Because that was the original idea of Twitch. And then send people the links to the videos. But that didn't really do much, and boosting the YouTube algorithm can be insanely powerful, and I would like for it's better for things to happen passively. I need to get to that point with Inlight, realizing that things need to be passive. So having the YouTube videos perform well without me having to actively stream and the things still grow and happen, that's important. So boosting YouTube made sense to me, but streaming on YouTube is just not a vibe. It's not. We don't have all the emotes. We don't... Like, look at how many viewers we're missing. Genuinely. Nano, you remember on Twitch how many regulars we would have? They're probably all still on Twitch. They just never came over to YouTube, which is fine. But I don't necessarily blame them. I don't know if my stream's necessary. Yeah, I think my stream is probably worth like following over to YouTube wherever I go, but not at the scale that we were at. Like, there's a big difference between streaming to 1 or 2 people, the same 1 or 2 people every day, and streaming to 10 people with like half of them being randoms every day. There's a big difference there. So I might go back to Twitch. I need to do some reworking on Inlight though. Because there's just way too much noise in this industry right now. It's way too saturated from when I started. All right, Nano, I'm gonna hop in Discord with you. Yo, what's up? Your mic is muted, by the way. What is up with this Roblox trade? This guy. This guy. Yo, DoorDash, what are you up to? Sort by volume? Hasbro, Fiverr. Okay. Check out Dash. Good pullback. Could be good for a continuation upward after this figures that out. Hasbro. Sideways. We'll see if that breaks out over 105. Fiverr's breaking down, still up 11% though. We could check for a reversal on that one off of nothing really great for support. We'll see. Watch that one for a reversal. Maybe this forms a hammer candle right here. Roblox. What else? Cisco, maybe.
Just feels repetitive. Think I need to chill. I think I need a sedative. I think depression's hitting me. I think it's finally setting in. Drifting to my feet and settling just like sediment. Coasting and walking down this road called life blindly. Foolishly
Or the gap downs out to Nvidia. Whew.
in the depths of depression is where
Sort by volume. Palantir, Nvidia.
in my room under my covers just hiding.
These ones aren't very fun. Palantir likes to trick people out of moves a lot.
Black suit,
We'll see what that does.
scared to leave but too tired to stay. Bullet in the chamber will stop all of the pain. Blood on the wall drips just like red rain. Feel my soul seep out with each line from the blade. No one sings along to the songs that I have made. Deep in thought like Socrates, I am not your property. Treated like
Yeah,
a rock,
this one I figured we'd be doing this.
stopping me. Not when you should idolize.
We've traded TXG, or was it just TGX?
Hurt you, I truly apologize.
My not actually dyslexic brain messing with me. We'll see what it does if it curls back down. If we're gonna give the gap ups that same chance, we'll give this one the same chance. But SPY's gap down and coming up, and I could see it filling its gap by the end of the day. So I would rather look for a gap down with a gap fill potential, like app right here, break over high. Yo, Nano, good morning. How are you?
Good. Pretty good. Just took a quick trade on Roblox. Long over 50.
Yeah, you said short, right?
Yeah, I shorted it again yesterday, but I just took a long trade just now.
You said shorted Roblox again. I'm
Yeah.
thinking,
Do you think
this
I'm
guy's
insane or something?
insane. Yes, that's what I word for word what I said. I said this guy is insane.
Oh no.
What are you trying to do shorting Roblox right now? Okay, that makes a bit more sense then. Did you take it long over 56, that breakout?
Yeah.
Nice, 57 target.
Yeah, it was, but as soon as we broke through 56.50, I just took off.
Gotcha. A little bit of a profit stop type of thing. 1R, because stop is, I mean, I know you don't set stops like this, but stop makes sense at 55.50, so 50 cent stop, 50 cent target, or 1R target.
Bob is coming up as well. We're hitting 128 resistance on the hourly.
Which one is that?
Baba.
SPY is coming back down.
Oh shit, there we broke that.
Let me check the gap downs. App is not doing anything. ALB is breaking down again. Heck, that one just seems weird. Palantir, there's no pattern. TXG. This could break down under 82 TXG. That could be a decent breakdown. I would watch this one on the 2-minute though, just to clean it up. Obviously, SPY coming down.
I think this might be the end of everything. One shot, two lost, and a wedding ring. Speak now, would you please?
Yeah, I don't know where Whale's been all week. He was supposed to
Yeah.
be here today. I talked to him yesterday.
Alright, Rivian is also moving.
Yeah, I have. Where did that one go? Oh, I didn't have that one. That was yesterday. Alright. Rivian is pumping. Holy cow. Look at that reciprocal move.
Yeah, we've been flat for a few days now.
Yeah, I'm gonna. That's clean. Good, good move, but I don't know what it's going to do here. SPY's breaking down under low of day, so I'm gonna watch the shorts for a bit. Palantir doesn't have a setup. TXG did break under 82, so we'll see how that call does. ALB is hovering over 210. Nvidia, what is Nvidia doing? Nvidia doesn't look too bad for a breakdown if SPY continues down. A little bit of a descending wedge.
Man, that is so crazy.
What?
So I had 125 on Bava as a support level on the hourly chart, and I saw that we like dipped underneath 125 and then popped right back up. I was thinking about buying the dip here and then with a stop underneath 125, like maybe like 124.80 as soon as we recovered 125. Because if we recovered 125, there was a possibility that 128 resistance on the hourly was going to get tested today. And that's exactly what happened.
Nice.
Yeah, it was like 3 minutes into the open. That's very, very early.
Roblox plummeting down with SPY. Everything's coming down. SPY's about to hit that 1% mark. After 2 green days, we have a gap to fill down to 439.92 on the daily. And then we're breaking under yesterday's low of 442 right now.
So did Well just sleep in today?
I think so, yeah. He's had an interesting work schedule this week. And things coming up at work that are keeping him late or making him more exhausted. I mean, working nights helps so that you can trade. Like I know a few different traders who work nights. You can trade because you are technically not at work during market hours, but it's very difficult to stay awake for the market open. Because what does third shift get off? Like 6 a.m. I think. I don't know exactly.
And he works at Ford, right?
Yeah.
So what does he do on night?
I don't know his exact role.
He's told me in the past, but forgot.
I have a question for you.
Yeah.
All right, you're a full-time trader, right? But you still like learning? You still know that you have room to learn with your trading?
Yeah, of course.
You'd say trading is your thing, right? Like you would identify as a trader at this point.
Yeah.
Like a retail trader, not a hedge fund, like not a Wall Street trader or anything like that. As a retail trader.
Yeah.
Okay. And you would say that you're pretty familiar with the online trading space, online education companies. You belong to a few different Discord servers. You're kind of just doing your thing. Okay.
Yep.
What would you like to see out of Inlight that you don't see in other companies, that because you are able to communicate with me one-on-one, you can request and receive that?
I don't know.
Or do you think all your needs are met on the online trading space? Which is a good answer as well.
Like in terms of your services, or like what do you mean by that?
What was your question?
Do you mean like in terms of the services that you provide?
No, not necessarily paid services. Just in terms of everything. Maybe it's a paid service. Maybe it's something you'd want to spend like $5 a week on for something random. Or maybe it's something completely free that you just don't see in videos or live streams or Discord servers of other communities, creators, educators. Because I personally feel like there's a lot of gaps in this industry, but it's become so saturated that People who are getting into it, or people in your position who are into it, are becoming complacent to that and just accepting what there is. But because I have the power to create things and you have the power to ask me directly, I figured that it would be worthwhile to figure out what your input on that was.
And you're doing it pretty well, you know.
I appreciate that, but I disagree. I mean, for the most part, yes, but like in terms of breadth of coverage, could be making more content, could be doing more, not moving around the world multiple times over. By the way, take a look at APP. It's an interesting move. It was down like over 20%. And as SPY is breaking down, this is making the complete opposite move. No, seriously, like, are there videos like you'd like to see some educators being like? Think about some of the other people who you see who are making content. Are they not personal or personable enough? Do they not educate at a high enough quality? Would you like to see like higher quality animation style videos like Kurzgesagt in this space?
Animation would be pretty cool.
You think that'd be pretty cool?
That'd be very cool.
Now, what about the one thing that I'm trying to find my niche in this industry. My niche was that I was like the real guy. I would show all my profits. I would do all that stuff. But that was 5 years ago when nobody else is doing that. But now that everybody's caught on and is doing that, they have a lot more money to put behind their marketing, and they're doing well now. So I'm finding a new niche, and I guess it's not new. It's what Inlight's niche has always been. From Inlight's perspective, it's where I want to go with Inlight, is adding stuff other than just trading. And I know I brought this up in the Discord, like adding maybe like a mental health type of course in the Inlight app one day. Do you think stuff like that would be useful? Having not extracurricular, but like, I can't think of the right word right now, but stuff beyond just trading that is attached to your trading education. Because I know not many people do that.
Yeah, like the personal development stuff that you were talking about.
Yeah, stuff like that. Like what I've seen, the only thing that really branches beyond trading is like how to do your taxes as a trader, how to open up an LLC as a trader and funnel your profits through that. Like I've seen people do that side of things, but that's still in the business finance space. I think it would be jarring to people, but in a good way, to have this trading education that is attached with, like, let's say I brought on a specialist in some aspect of personal development. Maybe it's psychological, physical, whatever. And make a course with them. Or I just, from what I know and study, make a course myself, or just make YouTube content or whatever in the personal development space attached to trading. I could see that being more what Inlight does, as opposed to being like the best technical analysis guides on the internet. It would instead be the best personal development resource for traders.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that would be beneficial to you or no?
Yeah, for sure.
Now, I know this is tricky with you personally, because I know where your finances are at for the most part and what your objectives are with your finances. But I'm going to ask this question just as like an interview style question, just for data.
Okay.
Would you pay for something like that? If it proved to genuinely help you?
No, I don't think so, man.
Is that you personally, or is that... Let me rephrase the question as it, like I was trying to say, not you personally, because I know you're not really paying for anything right now, but as like the position that you're in as a trader. Do you think that would be something that if you were slightly different in your ways that you would pay for? I'm trying to like get to the side that I'm not trying to sell you anything, but just see if it's something from an outside perspective, from a student's perspective, if you will, if you would enjoy that to that degree.
No.
You think that's a better for a free offer?
Yeah.
Okay.
For
That's
me,
useful.
at least.
Yeah. No, I appreciate the feedback.
I remember I told you once that I'd just prefer to take shrooms or something.
Yeah, you did, which is something that I want to incorporate in in-light education. Genuinely, I'm working with a few different like holistic health and alternative medicine specialists right now to actually start developing an education for that. We'll see how that goes. It's in the works, but
You know the whole thing with that,
what do you mean?
like the how they're using psilocybin.
Yeah, and
like, for
was
depression.
it Oregon? I think they legalized a couple months ago clinical trials finally, so that they can get more like legal funding and actually push forward those trials and actually start researching this stuff.
Yep.
Yeah, it's amazing. I think it's going to be bigger than the CBD THC industry in terms of impact that it has. I think as a joke, all the people who call marijuana a gateway drug, I think it is going to be a gateway to psilocybin research. That's the way I think of it. Like pretty much teaching our political networks to be okay with passing forward legislation to legalize a substance that wasn't previously legal, which we've kind of done with alcohol before, but that was a while ago. So now we're obviously doing that again and going through the whole process again. So I'm hoping that the next time we go through this process with psilocybin, it will be a little bit better, smoother. Like they'll pretty much be setting the precedent for here's the amount of research, the amount of clinical trials, and the amount of proof that you need to prove that this should be legal. And then that will give companies a very clear directive and path to making it legal. That'd be pretty sweet. Because I don't have personal experience yet, but that would be I know the benefits can be insanely helpful. I was also talking to Whale the other day about developing and marketing it as like not marketing it directly as like a limitless drug, but as like a play on that concept, creating some sort of pill form of THC and CBD and different cannabinoids for traders specifically, like a trade enhancement drug, because it does have that effect on traders.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like that's something that would sell so well to the trading community. I could just imagine all these trader bro type, you know, that you know, like the Forex bros, like that type of person.
Yeah.
just promoting that, and I feel like that would do so well.
Or I was also thinking, what if we have like therapy, right?
Yeah.
But we like we neurologically program the brain. So let's say somebody has bipolar disorder or something.
Okay.
Right? What if in the future we can get like what would you even call a person like that? Like a therapologist or something? The person that just goes into your brain and rewires it so that you can not have a disorder anymore.
I don't know the word, but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, that's not an actual thing. I don't think so.
Yeah. But it kind of, well, it's like a more on the, not so much therapy. They're not doing the work to rewire your brain. No, there is a word. This is an actual thing, and there is a word for it, but I can't think of it right now. It's like using a lot of cognitive psych.
Mm-hmm. You think that would ever happen, or no?
Having somebody rewire your brain?
Yeah, like let's say someone has bipolar disorder and they rewire your brain to not have bipolar.
You mean psychologically, like through conversations and different exercises?
No, I mean like an actual surgery where.
That's what Neuralink is for.
Right.
So essentially, that they would just have to learn the different patterns different electrical patterns that can be identified as bipolar disorder, and then alter those patterns.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I do think that could happen. I think also using different drugs would also be quite likely, like using psilocybin for bipolar disorder and whatnot. It'll be very interesting times. We're in this phase where Western medicine is obviously insanely prominent in our country, but people are ever so slightly starting to become acclimated to just the smallest idea that alternative medicine can actually be useful in our society. As opposed to, oh no, all that alternative medicine, that's part of those people's culture, let's segregate against them and have nothing to do with their medicine because it's not ours, it's weird, they're weird, they look different than us. When in reality it can actually help. There's a reason that different cultures and subsets of the human race have been using different forms of medicine for so many years. Roblox is coming back up to test high of day after that massive pullback. Almost a really big trend channel. Not quite. Anything else you're watching?
Maybe Crocs. We have a gap fill. We filled some of the gap. We stopped at 90. We fill the rest of it at 86.39.
What gap?
It's on the daily.
I don't know what you're talking about. Crocs? Are you talking about the gap from last April?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
April.
You're saying the gap fill is about to start.
Mm-hmm.
For the most part. Yeah, okay. Probably 85. We also have that recent low at 89.60.
Yeah, you should invite engineer SA in here.
Is he in? He hasn't talked for so long.
Yeah, it's probably shy.
I'll send him a message. Yeah, he like joined. He joined the community out of nowhere, and then
Did you meet that guy? In
no,
Africa?
we lived in different areas. I couldn't get a hold of him too much. I tried talking to him about League of Legends because he was playing that a bunch, and so I tried to have that little bit of a a relation for conversation, but we didn't really get talking that much.
I thought you met him like at a party or something over there.
No, I think he just found me on Instagram and DM'd me. Or DM'd Inlight. I said, yo, join the Discord, come hang out. He's asking me, how do you do this trading thing in South Africa?
What happened to Drew? Did you ever meet him?
No, I couldn't get a hold of him once I got down there. Same thing. I messaged him. He lived on another part of town though, and I only went to that side once. It was like an hour drive from me, a little bit more. So it didn't end up being super convenient. But I don't know what happened to him. Just message him as well. It's an amazing thing about the internet.
Yeah.
All these people who used to be a part, like, when did you join? I don't know if you remember January this year. So I think you.
Year.
Yeah. Sorry, I forget that it's 2022. Hey, Nadish, welcome. Do you remember Steven Steady in chat? He was a teacher.
No.
He was around in like December, January-ish. And he used to be insanely active. Do you remember Super? Soupor? He was around in like February, March. And he was one of the regulars. He was in there like every day. It's like some of these guys who were complete regulars who we just have not heard from. Or Drips. You remember that guy?
Drips was really rude.
He just has a personality. He has a strong personality. Nighthawk. Remember him? What I think
so. I remember Fluky. Fluky was a really good trader.
Yeah, Fluky. Who else? Grimer, he kind of interacted with us out of nowhere for a bit, but he used to be regular. He was in the UDST. UDTS. Sorry. I'm not dyslexic. The Ultimate Day Trading Showdown. Yeah, UDTS. How about Nathan?
Remember Nathan?
Do you remember Nathan?
Mm-hmm.
He was a huge regular.
He was your student too, wasn't he?
He was, yeah. I guess I just taught him way too well. No, he said he took like an internet break for a while. I think I used to confuse you and Nathan a lot because you both of your names started with an N.
Mm-hmm.
and you both had like similar chatting styles. How about Ehal
Yeah, of course I remember you.
or FJZ? Yeah,
I
here's
remember
Fluky. I chatted with Fluky in July. Oh, Fluky ended up leaving because he wanted to focus more on Forex. And so he started watching other streamers that were more focused on Forex and giving Forex callouts. That's fair. How about Blair? You remember him? He was earlier. He was November, December, January. He was also a previous student of mine for quite a while. And then he just started doing well with trading. Again, I taught him too well. He's just been trading, making money. I talked with him 2 months ago. Okay. I did not get a response from Engineer SA. Oh, I did. I said, how are you doing? He said, good, thanks, and you? And I said that he should join us, and he didn't respond, so we'll see what happens.
Max.
Oh, he's in
I'm
here.
here.
There it is. What's up,
How you
man?
been?
Good. Well, decent. The move across the world was, it's not been good to my body, but I'm pretty good.
Getting used to Cape Town?
Well, I moved back from Cape Town.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, my visa ran out, so I had to leave.
Oh,
Didn't get extended
okay,
in
yeah.
time.
Yeah, South African visa system's terrible.
It is awful, yeah. So I had to come back to America, and I'm sorting out trying to get a 5-year visa, a work visa through a job that I may or may not actually have.
Yeah, I remember trying to get my visa to travel in South Africa. It was like a year ago. I ended up going to the department to take a day off work. So I went to the department, and they were closed because of they had a COVID case like
Yeah.
a day ago. And then I drove like an hour to the next department, and they were also closed. So I missed a whole day of work, and I got nothing done.
Wow. Yeah, that's pretty much the story I heard. And then also when I was about to go and I called, they told me that they were short staffed and waits were so long, and I feel free to apply, but it probably won't get there in time. It won't get processed in time. So good luck. And I met somebody like the last week before I moved who was in the exact same situation, but he had applied and he had not received his extension. So he was like a week before his visa was up, still just waiting, 2 months after applying. Yeah, I did not want to take that risk of being banned from the country for 5 years or being stuck in the country.
Okay, so you're readjusting to the States now.
Yeah, I've been here for about a week. And I'm like, it's weird. My skin, my stomach, like everything's reacting. I think it's something with the food and the water here. There's so many preservatives and chemicals that we use here that I guess growing up I was used to, but after living in South Africa for a little bit and getting used to just normal food, eating food straight out of the garden. Yeah, it's taken some adjusting to.
And where do you stay in the States? Near the coast?
No, I wish. I am in Ohio currently, which is on the northern border, kind of in the middle.
Oh, so you can't surf?
I cannot surf. No, I had to give that up. I've been trying to figure out living by the coast, but it's one, the rental and the housing market are both crazy right now. So finding a place to live is genuinely very difficult unless you're paying an arm and a leg for it. I also have a lot of friends and family in this area because this is near where I grew up. So I've kind of been stubborn and have lived far away from everybody for a long time, but I am trying to learn to respect those relationships a bit more and spend more time with friends and family. So I'm thinking I'm just going to take a couple years to settle here and at least have some sort of home base. I've moved 22 different times since I moved out in high school. Or some of those times I didn't move, but I moved roommates out and like switched roommates and housemates, and that counts as a move to me because I was moving all the furniture and completely switched housemates. Not counting anything like that is like I've lived in like 12 to 15 somewhere in there, different places. So
Crazy.
yeah, I need to like settle down for a bit and just focus on building Inlight's company, teaching people, doing the stuff that I love. Because every time I move, it's like restarting. Like I moved to the West Coast during COVID. Well, I moved to Chicago during COVID. Pretty much had to like restart up Inlight in the business model in a sense, like changing time zones and different geopolitical situation and all that. Then moved to the West Coast, completely different time zone. I started live streaming then, which has been very enjoyable to me because I generally don't like social media, but live streaming has been quite nice because I can have more of a personal interaction. I'm not trying to really game any algorithm, at least not when I was live streaming on Twitch. And that was enjoyable. But then moving to South Africa, the internet that I had at my house wasn't fast enough to live stream. So then I had to adapt to that. So I'm looking forward to just sit in one place for a couple of years to build a business and not have to change the way I do things.
Yeah, and it's also kind of an expense moving up and down.
Yeah, it is.
What graph are you looking at?
What?
What graph is this?
This is Crocs. I'm just flipping between a few. Is that what you asked? Are you?
Did you get any trades done so far today?
I did not. Nano in here, he traded a long in Roblox and took a quick profit in that one. I've been watching Roblox. Actually, it just triggered a setup I was watching. I wouldn't trade this. I wouldn't trade this personally. I would have looked for a continuation off of this setup. With SPY breaking down, though, this does look good, and one of my students would have traded this. Whale would have traded this easily.
Yeah, if it broke down like that, how would you know it's going to continue down like that?
Let me show you what the trade plan would be. Let's do a target of low of day. You'd have two targets here, actually. You'd have low of day, and then you'd have this previous low. And that would determine if this is at least 1-to-1 reward to risk. Okay, so the yellow line is... You're watching the stream, right?
Yep.
Okay. The yellow line is the entry. The red line is a stop loss. And these teal lines are profit targets. So before you get into a trade, you want to at least have an idea. Now, some traders, like Nano, doesn't trade with a hard stop like this. He doesn't just draw a line and get out no matter what at that level. But it's a good idea, especially if you're learning, to use a hard stop. No matter what, though, you have to have an idea before you get into a trade where your stop would be, even if it's just a mental stop, so that you can calculate your reward to risk ratio. So your risk factor, capital R, is how we write it out, is the difference between your entry and your stop. So in this case, that is 55 cents. So you have 55 cents of risk, and then you calculate the difference between your entry and the first target, which is going to be a support level, because you can see what the price action is doing literally right now is bouncing off of that support level. You can expect that to happen, to bounce off of the support level. So you want to secure some profits before it bounces. So that is that's 41 cents. No, that is 59 cents. So you have a 55 cent stop. Am I doing this math right? I'm doing this quickly. 55, yeah. And then 59, yeah. So it is at least 1-to-1 reward to risk, meaning your reward is at least as great as your risk. Usually you want it to be bigger. And in this case, the reward is bigger than the risk. Because what that means is if you take a bunch of trades like this and you have even just a 50% win rate, which is the inherent win rate in the stock market or any market that you're trading, it's 50-50. It'll either go up or down. So if your trades have at least a 1-to-1 reward to risk, then you'll be break even. If it has greater than 1-to-1, then you'll be profitable in the long run. And then if your win rate is slightly better than 50%, 60%, 66%, these are good targets to have, then you'll be profitable in the long run over the course of 100 trades. So in this case, how do you know it's going to continue down? This is a pattern that I like to call the trend channel breakout or breakdown. In this case, it's breaking down, of course. You look for a stock that forms this trend channel. So it's forming a channel between these two trend lines. This upper trend line wasn't super clean, so I didn't love it because it kind of broke upwards out of it. But because it used that level, this trend line as support here, and as resistance, it kind of confirmed that this is an actual trend level. So you have this trend channel. It's a channel between these two walls, and when it breaks out of these walls in the opposite direction, so this is an uptrending channel. So when you're looking for a break out of it, you're looking for it to break down because that has the most edge. So when it does break down out of this trend channel under this trend line, this lower trend line here, you're not just entering a short position because you're right, you don't know that it's going to continue down. So you have to look for some sort of confirmation. And you get that confirmation by waiting for it to make a bit of a move down, pull back, usually tests that trend line from underneath now. It has poked through, pulled back up, tests it from underneath, rejects it. So this is proving, okay, the price action is now confirmed it is outside of the trend channel, and then continues down. And on that continuation down, you can see you have a lower high and a lower low, which is, let me highlight these. Lower highs and lower lows means downtrend. So these rectangles I'm drawing in, these are lower highs. So you have a high, a lower high, and then you also have lower lows. You have this first low that was set from this high, excuse me, from this high down to this low, lower high. And then you want to enter once the downtrend is confirmed, which happens when it breaks under that previous low and sets a lower low, which happened under this yellow level. And that's why the entry is right here, because that's where it sets this lower low. It broke down, set the lower low, you enter, your stop loss is at the previous high, because if it were to break above that, then it's no longer downtrending, it's no longer continuing down. It has now given a sign that it wants to continue up. It has broken through resistance, and so you don't want to hold that trade short anymore. Before you enter a trade, you can ask yourself, if I'm going short, at what price would I no longer want to hold this stock short? Which would mean, another way to word it is, at what point would this be more likely to go up than down? And the answer to that is over this red line. So that's where the stop is. So you have your stop, your entry, and then your target. We're just looking at these previous lows. This one was a big test of a few different candles. It was tested back here. So it was tested once, twice, three times. 3 times makes a support level. And you could see that it was confirmed as a support level even after we set it as a target, which was good. And then this is, you can see low of day is a psychological support level, just being low of day. So that's the next target. You also have the psychological level of 55 whole number that might get in the way, which we're testing right now and meeting some support. But at this point, you've already passed through your first target, so you can move your stop to that first target. So no matter what, you are guaranteed those profits. Now, it's not a matter of if you win or not. It's just a matter of how much you win at this point. If it's going to go to the next target and you secure profits, or if it will pull back and stop you out of that first target. Either way, you're secured some profits. But that confirmation should answer your question on how do you know it's going to continue down. The main answer to that is you don't know. You don't know if it's going to continue down. You never know. There's no 100% guarantee in the market, but this is what we call edge. Edge is, you know, there's the, how I mentioned, there's that inherent 50-50 in the market. It either goes up or it goes down. If it is 51-49, you have 2 percentage points of edge. There's 2 percentage points more in your favor that it will go in the direction that you think it will than against. So once it gave this confirmation and broke under the previous low, and it confirmed that it was outside of the trend channel, and there's other pieces of confirmation that we could add on to this. This stock is gapped up less than 4%, so it's not this massive momentous move. It can very easily close its gap. SPY, which you can see over my head, is breaking down. So that's another factor of bearish sentiment that can help bring this individual stock down. Roblox likes to follow SPY a lot. If you can look at a bigger chart, you can see it's downtrending over on the daily and testing this previous low, and it might break down these support levels on the daily. It's very, very, very bearish. This is actually, yesterday we set a new all-time low in this stock, so very bearish overall. And with all those different factors, you could also see hourly is forming an inverted hammer candle, which is a bearish candle. Hourly is downtrending. All these different factors that say that this could continue down. Every single one of those factors is adding more and more edge in your favor. So this might be a 60-40 at this point. It's not a 100% guarantee, but it is more probable that it will go down than up after this entry. And that's the game. After 100 trades, if you take 100 trades with a 60-40 probability, that means 60 of those trades will likely be profitable. And if they're profitable more than your risk, then you will be profitable after those 100 trades. And that's all that matters. It doesn't matter if you make profits on this one individual trade, because it could be one of the 40. It could be one of the 40% that doesn't win. That's fine. That's natural. You need to expect to have losses when trading. It's those 60 wins that will add up and counter the 40 losses in the long run.
I see. So you playing a bit of a numbers game there.
It
So
is
you're just trying to
all a
hedge-
numbers game.
hedge it in your favor.
Yep. Exactly. And that's why I teach that 100 trades mentality, is to help you have more of that overlooking perspective, that further perspective of your trading, so you could take a step back and look, oh, wait, 100 trades. That's all that really matters. Not this trade, not the next trade. We're looking at 100 trades. I need to make sure that I'm using the right numbers to make me profitable over 100 trades. And if I'm not, then I can look back at my last 100 trades, notice the patterns in those trades, make corrections to the way that I pick out trades, that I trade them and execute, the way I make trade plans, where I set my targets, where I set my stops. And you can make adjustments based on those patterns and then take another 100 trades. And notice your patterns, adjust, take another 100 trades.
There's actually momentum today.
There is a bit of momentum today with the market coming down this much, down 1.37%. Whew. Yo, Nadish, you still in here? So I was having a little conversation with the guys in the Discord server. Are you still hanging out? I saw you said hello. Tried to respond in chat while I was talking. I see you posting in Discord an image. That looks like a pretty good long. You are still here. Don't forget to like the stream. Helps boost the algorithm and all that.
AMD short, but took profit at 114, no, 113.50.
AMD?
Yeah, we were just selling out at 113.50. I don't want to be in that. more.
Yeah. And Spy's kind of, it's pretty much following Spy for the most part. Spy's kind of chilling out right now. So that's two winning trades for you today, right?
It is.
Nice. Thought that I can reverse agitating liquidity from that double top. I exited before at that close to double top equal highs liquidity. Yeah, that's what I sent in Discord. Is I don't know why you didn't get out at that double top, but it sounds like you did, which is good. You set an extended target, I suppose. It's a good move, good trade, much better than the last one. I need coffee. I need coffee. Is my push to talk working? Hello, hello? Yes, it is. Good. 0 viewers? What do you mean 0 concurrent viewers? Did you all click off of the stream? I have 0 concurrent viewers right now, and there's 3 of you. YouTube, what's going on? Must have been the yawn. That explains it. Alright, how is that? Roblox doing. Hit second target. Roblox hit that second target that I drew out on screen. No, I don't know what your no was for. What it was in response to. So, Mr. Engineer, have you been doing much trading lately?
Not really. Just been busy with work and stuff.
Remind me what you do for work again.
Software dev. So
That's it.
yeah, but I'm a mechatronic engineer, but just got into software for now. So
Gotcha. Are you enjoying it?
yeah, it's quite interesting, especially with everything going on in the online space and Web3 and everything booming. There's a lot.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and I mean, like right now, crypto is dropping, so the NFT space is going wild.
Is that a space you'd like to get into more?
A bit. So I follow a couple NFT projects I like. I understand the space a lot more than day trading. It's not. I mean, you need some capital to go into it, and like if you want to flip or anything, because remember, compared to
I hear you.
the South African rand,
I gotcha.
your conversion is going to be a big pain. Plus,
Yeah.
I don't know if you know about the blockchain that they use. I mean, the popular one is the Ethereum blockchain, and the gas fees on that is insane. So that's a pretty big barrier to entry, because sometimes your fees for just doing a transaction online can be $100, $200 just buying an NFT. So your profit margin when you trade those things have to be quite substantially over those to make a profit.
That's happening in the state on almost every broker for Ethereum ever since NFTs took off. That's why there's a lot of Solana-based projects now.
Yeah, and also it makes sense why my point at the start, when crypto prices go down, NFTs go up, simply because the gas fees and everything else goes along with it, because
makes
that's
sense.
tied to the blockchain. But yeah, that's a trend that people have noticed that trend for like over a year now, so they're taking advantage of it now.
Are you holding any projects currently?
I am holding two. Let's check. I actually should check how they're doing. I'm holding two at the moment. It's so a lot of the NFT projects you hold have some utility to it. So
Yeah.
a lot of people do flip projects, but the people that do hold projects is usually for the utility of it. I mean, like the popular ones, the Bored Apes and the CryptoPunks, that's usually just for like capital gain, because those go up quite a bit because of it being the most popular projects. But then you get a lot of other projects that have some inherent benefit to hold in it. So yeah, I'm just holding because of those utilities those projects give me, and just gonna see how it goes. Have you got into the craze? Have you bought any?
I went to buy a couple, and the fees were just way too much. I couldn't excuse it.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. It's hard to get into a field like that with low capital, because
Yeah.
buying an NFT, you want to pay like $200, but then bam, $150 is going to be just the gas fees for buying it.
Exactly. I have been tracking them. One of them, I kind of changed my mind on beforehand, so I wouldn't claim it as like part of my fake portfolio, but it didn't really do much. The other one quadrupled in value the first week and then came down. Now it's like double what the mint price was, which isn't too bad. The projects have been doing really well. Right now I've been watching Johnny Depp's NFT project. He's doing a bunch of personal paintings, and
His
that
artwork.
fascinates me. Yeah.
There's a couple of celebrities that are getting into the craze at the moment. I know the Super Bowl, there was quite a few advertisements for crypto exchanges, I think.
Yeah.
I don't watch the Super Bowl. It's an American thing. So I just heard the news.
Yeah. What was it? Which I think it was Coinbase, right? Yeah. Their website crashed within like 5 minutes.
Oh.
I mean, it was a pretty cool it's one of the better advertisements I've seen. It was just a QR code on the screen.
Yeah, I saw that somewhere on TikTok.
Yeah. but their website crashed, so they didn't get to secure all of those potential customers. Now they're doing a lot of marketing on top of it. I mean, people are still talking about it, so obviously it worked.
I mean, any publicity is good publicity, but I mean, like,
Exactly.
a website crashing, I don't.
You had to consider the Super Bowl more heavily. How many people are accessing that website at one time? I don't know too much about that side of development to know how to prevent that, to know how to manage the servers properly to prevent a website from crashing. But I have seen it happen a lot when products launch on a lot of really big websites.
Yeah. Usually these websites and stuff dynamically scale. So as your load comes in, it'll scale it for you, based on whatever plan you're in. But it seems like the app crashed, not the website.
It was both. Everything crashed. I know the website crashed for sure because I scanned the QR code and I couldn't access the website. It just had an error that said, sorry, we got more traffic than we expected.
That's quite interesting.
I want to know the numbers on something like that, like how many users actually tried to access the website, because it would be in the tens or hundreds of thousands of people.
I'm just looking at it from a software developer's kind of view, from the back end, like what's happening with this.
Maybe you'll be a good person to test out our app once we launch it.
Okay, what kind of app you're developing?
It's just a simple trade tracking app that I can upload education to, so you have your trades there and education to supplement that, and then eventually in phase 2 of the app, once I raise more money for development, I'll be able to add my mentorship and coaching to it.
Okay, that sounds cool.
Yeah, there's a gap in the retail trading space for like real genuine education as well as like live trade support, unless you're in a live stream, but in that case they're usually just giving trade callouts and not great education. And if it's good education, it's like you're watching a YouTube video or something and you're not getting that live support. So trying to connect the two, and then by tracking the user's trades, it gives the mentor an easy way to see the students' trades and give input on them and use them as a communication basis.
Okay.
I'm not seeing any trades anymore. 2 and a 5. Hasbro trickling down. SPY weird.
Interesting. So it says here, so the Super Bowl happened on the 13th of Feb, right?
Yeah.
So on the 14th of Feb, opening of trading hours, it was 5% lower, right? And then
the stock.
Yeah, the stock.
Okay.
However, Coinbase stock opened at 193, only marginally below the previous close of 194, and was up by as much as 3.8%. So it didn't do much to the stock, apparently.
No, stuff like that doesn't really do much.
Oh, I thought that'll move it quite a bit.
No, because it's not tangible. You don't know how much profit they're going to make because of that. You don't know how much profit they're going to lose because of it crashing. It's just a little bit of a marketing gimmick, but their company is solid enough that it's not it doesn't react to things that small. Like it's like, oh, I saw an advertisement. Okay, that doesn't mean I'm gonna go buy the stock. It means I might download the app. Once they report, when they report this quarter's earnings and they report how many users they gained from that advertisement, then the stock will probably react and go up. Yeah, it opened up pretty much flat the next day and then went up from around 195 to 203 and then came back down to 195 at the close. It was just a flat day.
Yeah.
It opened up the next day up to 205 and ran up to 209 though, which was a pretty good move. And then went all the way up to 214.
Did you scan the QR code?
I did, yeah, and it just said that the website was down.
Did you go back to it? Because
I did not.
They giving free $15 or something?
Yeah, to sign up and make an account, you get $15 in crypto. But I think I already have an account with them from a while back, and I can't access it because I got it so long ago when the app was just created. I could probably just like use a new email and all that, but then I have to go through all the processing, give them my personal information, send them a picture of my identification, and get approved. It's like opening a bank account.
Yep, there's a lot of KYC involved.
Yeah, so I don't want to do that just for $15. I use Gemini for my crypto stuff.
Okay.
Yep.
They were the first in America to actually file all the proper paperwork and be a legal exchange. Who said yo? Was that you, Nana?
Me. Yeah.
Welcome
I was babysitting my little nephew for a little bit.
Nice. Did he take any trades?
No more trades.
No, not you, your nephew.
Oh, my nephew?
Yeah, you didn't let him play around with the mouse and take a trade? That could potentially trump Whale's accidental trade when he fell asleep on his keyboard.
Oh, no. Hell no, I'm not taking trades without monitoring them.
I mean, you could let your nephew monitor them.
You know, it's like, I think he's 2 now. Yeah, he's 2.
Yeah, that's the idea. Just say, hey, click here. I don't know, you're missing out on profits, man. I think that's the new strategy.
Watch him going like full account size.
Yeah, but you might want to put some limits before doing that, or switch to a paper account, but yeah. Alright, I might get going here in a few minutes. The market's slowing down quite a bit. I'm happy with that Roblox trade. That looks really good. Engineer, can I call you a different name, or you want me to keep calling you Engineer?
Anything's fine. So my real name's Yusuf.
Yusuf.
Engineer is just my gamer tag. So.
Okay. Do people, when you're gaming, do they call you Engineer?
I usually just game with friends, so they know my real name.
Call you Yusuf. Okay.
Yeah.
Have you watched any of my YouTube videos?
A couple. That's why I messaged you.
Yeah. So there's. You might have seen it already then. One of the more recent, actually the most recent YouTube video that's not a live stream, was the trend channel breakdown, and that's what I just went over with you in stream. It's like a 6 or 7 minute video if you ever wanted to watch that over again and relearn that strategy.
Yeah, I'm just gonna open it now, just so keep it here. Probably end up watching it later today.
Sweet. I think that'll help. If you liked what you saw, if that fits your personality, if that caught your eye, that type of move. You could also, like on YouTube, you can go back to past live streams and rewatch that. I'm also working with one of our old community members on having him take clips and stuff from the YouTube videos and posting it on TikTok and Instagram and YouTube and whatnot. Now, we were talking about people that we haven't seen in a while. That's another guy we haven't seen in a while. Nick. You remember him?
Yeah.
He's been around. He just hasn't been active in the community. He's been doing behind the scenes stuff.
What happened to Beautiful Fang?
She ended up picking up a job and just focusing on that, and she also has a couple entrepreneurship things that she wanted to work on that she was passionate about. So she kind of put trading on the back burner for now. But she was a good student. She was learning pretty quick. I think a lot of life things just happened that put trading on pause, and then she wanted to work on some of her passions for a bit.
I think I'm gonna head out. I need to eat, head to the gym, and all of that.
Yeah, me too. Well, it's good talking with you. We're here almost every day that the market is open, every weekday. At least Nano's in here, Whale sometimes is in here, and then I'll join in every once in a while in this live trading voice channel. So feel free to just come by, hang out, ask about trading, ask these guys about their experiences.
Yeah, Nano was helpful the last time I asked a few questions, so yeah, I'll drop by.
Oh, nice.
A few
Yeah,
times.
Sweet. It's good to...
What time y'all usually start trading?
I would like to be starting at 9 a.m. Eastern time, but I've been starting lately at market open at 9:30. But I'm on Discord and all of that at 9 every day. So 9 a.m. Eastern time.
Okay, that sounds good. Anyways, thanks
So, yeah,
for
you have a
that
good...
lesson.
Of course. You have a great evening.
See ya.
Cool. Cheers, Nano. Cheers, Max.
Later.
Good guy.
Really good guy.
All right, I am going to get going as well and figure out which video I should edit next. What do you think? What do you want to see? Do you want to see South Africa vlog number 2? Do you want to see a new lesson? Do you want to see a new Day Trader React video?
South Africa part 2.
South Africa part 2. I figured that would be the one that's in demand. I'll work on that. I got so lax on recording and filming stuff because I realized like I just wanted to live life and enjoy. As soon as I learned that my time there was cut in half, I stopped filming and just wanted to enjoy everything. So I need to go through all the footage that I do have and try and figure out some sort of story that I could tell. But I think that's definitely going to be the next video. That's the one that I've been interested in editing too. All right, I'll chat to you tomorrow, and we'll end the week off strong.
Hopefully, Will joins us.
Hopefully, yeah. I still haven't gotten a message from him, so he must really be needing some sleep.
Yeah. All right. I'll see you.
You have a good day.
You too.
All right, everybody. Nadish, if you're still here in chat, I appreciate you. I know you haven't been asking too much or chatting too much. You're probably busy. You can rewatch the first half of the stream that you missed out on if you want to. We went over this beautiful trade in Roblox where I teach a little bit of a strategy here, the trend channel breakdown. I also have a YouTube video on that. As you heard me telling engineer there, Yusuf. Yeah, that's it for me. I'm gonna go edit some. You heard the man. I'm gonna edit South Africa number 2. I hope you all have a great rest of your day. Here's a little wild today. Whew. If you need anything, send me a message on Discord. I'll be around. I'm here. Just gonna edit instead of stream to nobody and have no trades. Get some productive work done. All right, I hope you all have a great rest of your day. I will see you tomorrow, at least by 9:30 a.m. Eastern time. Market open. See you tomorrow.
Get up off my bed just for once, but it rained down on me. The next day I wake on the side of the street, and I say that I'm clean. And if I get up off my bed just for once, but it rained down on me. If I I get up off my bed just for once, will it rain down on me? If I get up off my bed just for once, will it rain down on me? If I get up off my bed just for once, will it rain down on me? If I get up off my bed just for once, will it rain down on me?
What have I got? I got no one to care for. They don't need me.